Good evening. I now call to order the Tuesday, October 28th, 2025, 6 p.m. school board meeting. If you would all rise for a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Now please remain standing for the presentation of colors. This color guard is brought to you by Matanzas Army JROTC program under supervision of Major Charles Mallard. The right rifle guard is Cadet First Lieutenant Leilana Kirkman. The National Color Flag bearer and color guard captain is Cadet First Sergeant Cole Vaughn. The Florida flag bearer is Cadet Sergeant First Class Delaney Pearson. Left rifle guard is Cadet Corporal Carter Ives. So please join me first in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And for the national anthem tonight, we have quite a treat. Tonight, it's going to be sung by the Bobcat Harmony Crew from Belle Terre Elementary School. Thanks for being here. And now the national anthem. Hang in there. Thank you, Bobcat Harmony Crew, and to our JROTC, you may retire the colors. Bobcats, we'd like to get a picture with you up front here before you head out.
Will you join me in giving them another round of applause for their perseverance and their grit Were they not amazing? Great job.
Yes, ma'am. Sit down. There you go. There you go. Good job. You ready, guys? Right up here. Smile for me. Cheese. Thank you. Good job, guys.
All right, we'll now take roll call, starting at the end of the dais. The student school board members? Yeah.
Here. Olivia Delgado, present.
Eva Muldoon.
Lauren Ramirez, present.
Janie, Ruddy, present.
Christy Chong, present.
Will Furry present?
LaShakia Moore.
Okay. So we have a slight, we're going to have a little change in our agenda tonight to accommodate board members' schedules so we can get all of our business items done. So to start off, Superintendent Moore, do you have any additions or changes to the agenda from yourself?
I do not.
Okay, so we have adjusted our schedule as a board here today to, we're going to be moving the special announcements and the spotlights after voting today, but these are all consent, so we'll move through these in a relatively quick nature since we've already workshopped all of these items. So board, I just need a motion to approve that we're going to move all voting items just after we, after public comment.
Move approval.
Okay, I have a motion by Ms. Chong,
Second.
second by Ms. Ramirez. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so we'll move forward with this agenda as modified. So that's going to take us now to public comment. Do we have any public comment on agenda items only?
No, we do not.
Okay, so we will close public comment and we will move on to approval of minutes. I'd entertain a motion to approve 4.01 through 4.05.
Move to approve.
We have a motion by Ms. Ruddy,
Second.
second by Ms. Ramirez. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously. Okay, I'd entertain a motion to approve 7.01 through 7.06.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion by Ms. Chong,
Second.
second by Ms. Ruddy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, it passes unanimously. So I'd entertain a motion to approve 9.01 through 9.10.
Move approval.
Motion by Ms. Chong,
Second.
second by Ms. Ramirez. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously. We will now move on to 10.01 through 10.02. Entertain a motion to approve these items.
Move to approve.
I have a motion by Ms. Ramirez,
Second.
second by Ms. Ruddy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, it passes unanimously. We will now move on to 12.01 through 12.03. Need a motion to approve.
Move approval.
I have a motion by Ms. Chong,
Second.
second by Ms. Ramirez. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, it passes unanimously. All right, so we have our first action item, excuse me, of the evening, 14.01. Entertain a motion to approve.
Move to approve.
I have a motion by Ms. Ruddy,
Second.
second by Ms. Ramirez. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, it passes unanimously. All right, so now we will go to 19.01, another action item. Motion to approve. I need a motion to approve.
Move approval.
I have a motion by Ms. Chong,
Second.
second by Ms. Ramirez.
I would
Discussion?
I would like to request if number 9700 could be pulled out, please.
Okay, 9700, policy number 9700. Okay, pulled out for individual discussion?
Individual discussion and potential individual voting.
Okay, so I'll pull that out of 1901 and we'll make it a separate. So we'll need a motion. Do we need a motion on that? No, we're okay with that? Okay, so.
And for clarification, the motion is for all items outside of 9,700 is what the motion is for at this moment.
Basically, separate 9,700 for one vote and everything else.
Absolutely.
is,
I just want to
combined vote.
confirm for the public, that's the conversation, yes.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So then the motion is on the table. All in favor?
Aye.
Did we do a separate motion? Oh, I thought you said we didn't need to do it. Okay,
So we've got a motion and a second on the floor for approval of all of the policies other than 9,700 right
okay.
now.
Okay,
So if
so I'm calling the vote now.
All right, if there's no further discussion or controversy on those other policies, I think the board's ready to vote.
Okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, it passes unanimously. Okay, so now we will revisit 9,700, policy number 9,700 that was pulled from 19.01. I need a motion to take action on this.
Move approval.
Move approval. I have a motion by Ms. Chong,
Second.
a second by Ms. Ramirez. So we'll open to discussion.
I have some comments on this. If I can. So this policy addition, I feel is coming from the right place in trying to ensure that we're focused on learning and a safe environment for all students. And I understand the heart around wanting to ensure that our district remains focused on those elements and not get distracted by some of the emotions of the day that have occurred in many other districts. But I do want to reiterate and make sure that we're taking into account that there is some interpretation for what could be deemed as neutral and able to be hung in your classroom. This can also sow potentially distrust between teachers and parents, or even us as the school board. It may also run counter to already pre-existing professional standards review requirements that are in the teacher's annual review process. And while teachers have, in their specific classroom role, more limited federal protections under First Amendment, they're still there, which I'm concerned we could be pressed on if this particular policy addition were added, as well as, and what's most important to me is, would it cause anxiety or maybe trying to override a teacher's ability to have their classroom feel a welcoming environment? If we think of any classroom we walk into on our campus, most likely they may have signs that say, "You belong," or, all ideas are welcome here. And they may question, because those items aren't specifically tied to a curriculum item, whether those can be hung, but that could definitely help to make the classroom feel warm and welcoming for all. Not to mention if there are cultural heritage months, or even in the curriculum itself, there are pieces that could be deemed as not neutral simply for somebody's opinion. And so while this is definitely coming from a place of well-being and really trying to make sure we don't have these kind of situations arise where people are policing what's in a classroom, I almost feel that this would actually work counter to that. And I would encourage us to remember during our workshop that even us as a school board, there were some members who were asking, well, would this intervene with prayer by the flagpole or other clubs? And so even if we have to sit there and say, is that neutral? Is that within the classroom? Is that without? I think that this type of oversight in the classroom is best left to the professional practices of the school and district office leadership. Thank you.
Okay. Is there any other discussion on this policy?
I think that the policy is very clear. It's speaking to classroom materials on personal advocacy, ideological, political, or religious symbols. Ms. Ruddy, I would ask, do you think that faculty and staff should be able to share their personal, political, ideological beliefs?
Mr. Chair, Board Chair, are you wishing for me to respond to that question?
It is, we're in discussion period. You don't have to, you can. This is an open discussion at this moment.
Okay. So when you're in the intimate relationship of teacher and student, students are going to ask you questions about who you are as a person. If I'm in the classroom and I wear a cross, or if I were Jewish and wore a Star of David, they may or may not come up and have that type of a question. I think there's a difference in sharing what your beliefs are versus essentially trying to change students' minds or veering from that curriculum. I think that this runs a very fine line and can be misinterpreted in many ways, and that the concern to say, talk of religious ideology, there are elements in our textbooks, for instance, understanding ancient civilizations, as the European nations were taking over other countries and they're going through the Christianity into other cultures. That is going to be a topic of conversation. It doesn't make it inappropriate. And I think that while, again, well-meaning, it could do more harm than it could do good when we already have these other protections around them. I mean, are we going to get to the point where if somebody has something rainbow colored, we can say, well, are you subliminally trying to introduce LGBTQ plus type of materials in the classroom? So I think that, again, it can do more harm than good by kind of adding this layer of distrust and policing that goes beyond or could be counter to already the requirements that are placed on a teacher with regard to their performance evaluations.
I would not discourage discussion in the classroom, not at all. To your point, rainbows, our elementary schools, VPKs, they have rainbows. But again, this is just classroom materials on the walls. How would you feel if I wanted to hang the 10 Commandments in my classroom? Would you be okay with that?
So
I think we should be focusing more on the policy itself rather than personal views in this here. The discussion really should be focused on helping us we have a motion to approve on the table. So feel free, but I'm just saying everybody can have a different perspective or a different individual view. but ultimately, you know, we're discussing this to get to a vote. I'll leave it open. I just wanted to put that out there.
I just wanted to put that out as an example, but we
Yeah, I
can
mean,
go
it's,
ahead and we can vote.
everybody was fair to, I'm not trying to stop comment. The board can decide if they want to do that or not. I was just saying that our goal tonight is to either approve or not approve this. We've workshopped it several times. So I think both of your sentiments have been presented to the board and to the public. But again, if there is further comment, please proceed.
I have one more comment.
Okay.
Just for the board, just that, you know, my goal is that we maintain a neutral classroom environment. If we don't do that, my concern is more people will pull their children out of school and use vouchers, and that's less, you know, funding for our schools. So that's just something to consider. That's all.
Yeah, as I said, this is not coming, I understand the place from which it's coming, but I feel that adding this additional layer of language and indicating oversight could sow additional distrust, create a policing effect between parents and teachers, when really what we need is a collaborative coming together and helping to solve our problems and ensure that learning is a great place for our students. Our classrooms are a great place for learning. And already there are protocols in which parents can undertake if they feel that the classroom environment is not suitable. And those are enforced through our principals, and if not, then through our district leadership, as well as scrutinized in the performance evaluations. There's too much interpretation in what could be neutral, right? Part of some of our issues in mankind for centuries are what is neutral, right? What is not offensive to one is offensive to another. That's all.
Okay. Are there any other comments in regards to this policy?
I'll just add, so since the workshop that this was discussed, I believe it was September, so I reached out to multiple district staff, our attorney, and, specifically on this addition to the policy. And with the language, so from my understanding from, researching with the attorneys and district staff, everything in the language, it's already covered under the Florida Statute 1013.10, so it's already there. It's just more, it's just restating it, but just more detailed, but the outcome would be the same from teacher, staff, from adding the additional verbiage, so just wanted to let the public know everything in there it's already there. So it wouldn't be any type of new rule or regulation or restriction. And I think just like discussing with the attorney and like anything that you could what if all day, but everything that's in there, 1013.10, it's covered already. So. Okay.
And yeah, that may be the case, but at the same time, it clearly spells it out in this policy. So, and there's also value in making things very clear on what the expectations are in the spirit of the policy. So, are there any other comments regarding? We have a motion on the floor to approve. And we have it seconded, and we've done discussion. Is there any more discussion? No? Okay. So we'll call the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Nay.
Okay, so the motion passes 3-1. All right, so that concludes our voting for today. So now we're going to regroup back to the beginning of the agenda with some great things ahead. We have our special announcements, and that's going to take us to 2.02, Family Engagement Month, and we have Mr. John Finelli coming forward to present on that, or it looks like Mr. Doug Glasgow. Welcome, Mr. Glasgow.
Good evening, Board. Good evening, Superintendent Moore. A resolution of the Flagler County School Board recognizing November 2025 as Family Engagement Month in Flagler County. Whereas family involvement in a child's education from preschool through college is critical to student success and sets the foundation for preparing Florida students to be lifelong learners and meaningful contributors to society. And whereas creating an environment where learning takes place not just in the classroom, but as part of a central part of the family life requires the families play an active role in the children's education. And whereas the role of families in creating a successful preschool through college education system for Florida's children is very important. And whereas Flagler Schools educational leaders have developed resources for all families to engage more fully in their child's education and the partnership with their schools, and whereas it is appropriate to recognize the critical contributions made by families who foster a love for learning in their children and by educators who acknowledge the importance of family engagement and encourage making family engagement an integral part of the mission of all schools. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Flagler County School Board that November 2025 is Florida Family Engagement Month and encourages families and schools to create a strong partnership on behalf of the future of our students and their families across the state of Florida. Adopted by the members of the Flagler County School Board, Flagler County, Florida, at the regular open public meeting thereof held on the 28th day of October 2025, signed William Furry, Chair, School Board of Flagler County, LaShakia Moore, Superintendent, Flagler Schools. Thank you for your time, Board.
Thank you, Mr. Glasgow. That leads us now to 2.03, and we have Domestic Violence Proclamation being read by Mr. John Finelli. And guests.
Good evening, Chairman Furry, School Board member, Superintendent Moore. I do, in fact, have some guests with me this evening. I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Hi, everyone. My name is Grace Harlock, and I work for the Flagler County Sheriff's Office as a victim advocate.
I'm short. Good evening, Candace Wilkie. I am the Domestic Violence Services Coordinator with the Family Life Center.
Well, welcome to you both.
And they are here tonight in support of our Domestic Violence Proclamation, a proclamation of the Flagler County School Board recognizing the month of October 2025 as National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Whereas home should be a place of warmth, unconditional love, tranquility, and security, and for most of us, home and family can indeed be counted among our greatest blessings. Tragically, for many Americans, their home is tarnished by violence and fear. And whereas family violence is a crime that transcends race, religion, ethnicity, and economic stature, with one of its greatest tragedies being its impact on our children. And whereas an estimated 4.8 million cases of domestic violence occur each year, tragically killing an average of 3 women every day nationally. And whereas the Family Life Center, the only certified domestic violence emergency shelter and rape crisis center in Flagler County, provided over 5,800 hours of service to victims in this past year. And whereas each October, the formal recognition of Domestic Violence Awareness Month allows the community to acknowledge and show its support for the victims of this horrific crime. And whereas the Family Life Center, the Flagler County Advocate Alliance, and the Flagler County Domestic Violence Task Force membership are committed to confronting this crisis and are working together to increase public understanding of this problem and mobilize community efforts to end domestic violence in Flagler County. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the Flagler County School Board that they hereby declare the month of October 2025 as National Domestic Violence Awareness Month in Flagler County and urge all citizens of Flagler County to become a part of the community response to end domestic violence and to send the message that this crime will not be tolerated in our community. As we spread awareness of domestic violence, we recognize that it takes an entire community to stand together and make a difference. Together, we can break the cycle and impact the lives of future generations. Adopted by the members of the Flagler County School Board, Flagler County, Florida, at the regular open public meeting thereof held on the 28th of October, 2025, signed Chairman Will Furry, Superintendent LaShakia Moore.
Thank you. Would you come up for a picture?
Oh. I thought I had, there we go. You're already helping me. Guys, look right here. Smiles. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so next is 2.04, Holocaust Education Week, and we have presenter Jessica Butler coming forward to read this proclamation for us. Welcome, Ms. Butler.
Thank you. Good evening, members of the board. Good meeting, Superintendent Moore. As your K-12 Social Studies Curriculum Specialist, it is my privilege to read this proclamation recognizing November 10th through the 14th as Holocaust Education Week in Flagler County. Whereas the Holocaust was an atrocity against the European Jewish people, which was set in motion by the Nazi government in Germany with the intent to annihilate the Jewish race. And whereas persecution of Jews involved the passage of anti-Semitic laws, public humiliation, organized violence, physical displacement, looting, isolation, incarcerations, internment, and forced labor that led to the murder of 6 million Jews. And whereas the stories and survivor accounts should be preserved and taught to future generations to nurture tolerance in a pluralistic society. And whereas Floridians should reflect on and remember the millions of murdered and persecuted Jewish people and others who were victims of the Nazi regime. And whereas all Floridians have access to resources to help them understand how religious prejudice, racism, and stereotyping led to the atrocities of the Holocaust. And whereas through education, we can learn to respect all people and protect democratic institutions and values. And whereas, as Holocaust Education Week is part of Florida's required instruction under Florida statutes, Florida will be a beacon in educating our youth so that all victims and all involved in liberating the survivors may be honored. And now, therefore, be it resolved by the Flagler County School Board does hereby proclaim the week of Monday, November 10th through Friday, November 14th, 2025, as Holocaust Education Week in memory of the victims of the Holocaust and in honor of the survivors, as well as the rescuers and liberators. Adopted by the members of the Flagler County School Board, Flagler County, Florida, at the regular open public meeting thereof, held on the 28th day of October, 2025. Signed, William Furry, Chair, School Board of Flagler County, and LaShakia Moore, Superintendent, Flagler Schools. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So that leads us now to 2.05. This is Native American Heritage Month, and we have our student school board members are going to read this proclamation. We have Ms. Ava Modun and Olivia Delgado.
Thank you. A resolution of the Flagler County School Board recognizing November 2025 as Native American Heritage Month in Flagler County.
Whereas Native American Awareness Week began in 1976, and the recognition was expanded by the Congress and approved by former President George H.W. Bush, designating the month of November as National American Heritage Month. And
Whereas the history and culture of our great nation have been significantly influenced by the rich tapestry of Native Americans and Indigenous peoples, and
whereas the contributions of Native Americans have enhanced the freedom, prosperity, and greatness of America today, and whereas their customs and traditions are respected and celebrated as part of a rich legacy throughout Florida and the United States, and
whereas Native Americans stand among America's most distinguished authors, artists, scientists, and political leaders, and in their accomplishments, they have profoundly strengthened the legacy we will leave our children, and
whereas Flagler Schools affirms its commitment to working toward a society that fosters a deeper understanding and appreciation for the diverse culture and history of hundreds of federally recognized Native Americans in our country.
Now therefore, the School Board of Flagler County, Florida does hereby proclaim November 2025 as Native American Heritage Month and encourages students, teachers, and staff to participate in activities that promote the Native American heritage.
Signed, Chair William Furry, School Board of Flagler County. Signed, Superintendent LaShakia Moore, Flagler Schools.
Thank you very much for reading that proclamation. All right, so that's going to move us on to our 3.01 Superintendent Strategic Plan Spotlight.
It is my honor to invite Dr. Angela O'Brien to come forward, a part of the Superintendent Strategic Plan Spotlight, and that is to honor Old Kings Elementary School as a school of excellence. And Principal Jessica Fries is here with us, as well as members of the Old Kings Owls. And so we ask that you all just come up front as we talk a little bit about what it means to be a school of excellence.
All right. Good evening, Board. Superintendent Moore. I have with me the proud principal of Old Kings, Jessica Fries, Assistant Principal Kim Scatia, and our educators. So Florida statute requires that the State Board of Education designate a school as a school of excellence if the grade calculation is in the 80th percentile or higher for schools comprised of the same grade groupings. In Flagler County, only 2 schools have held this distinction, so Indian Trails Middle School and Old Kings Elementary School, which was designated in 22-23. We are so proud that Old Kings Elementary is designated as a school of excellence by the State Board of Education for their 3rd consecutive year. Schools that initially qualify retain their designation as a school of excellence for up to 3 years, and at the end of which they may renew that designation. We are confident that Old Kings Elementary will continue to be excellent for all. All right.
Let's get a picture.
Congratulations. I'm going to take a picture.
Eyes wide open, smiling. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
I would like to add that on the back of their shirts, you see excellence for all, which is something they are very proud of, and we are also proud of, is that not only are they a school of excellence, but they are also a school that does not have any subgroups that are on the federal index. And so we are super proud of them, because not only are they a school of excellence performing in the top 20% in the state, but that every subgroup of students in that school is also moving forward academically. So kudos to you guys. We're super proud of your hard work and look forward to you being a school of excellence for years and years to come.
So we're now moving on. So was that your spotlight? Okay, that was. So that was 3.05. Okay, so just to make sure we consult.
We wanted to make sure it was on the record
Yes.
that they were a school of excellence. So we had to separate it there.
So we have a 3.02 Flagler County Ed Foundation spotlight. Selena, welcome.
Good evening. My name is Selena Hernandez. I'm with the Flagler County Education Foundation, and thank you, Chair Furry, Superintendent Moore, and members of the board. This past July, we met with our school's leadership team to discuss their goals and challenges in the 25 and 26 school year. And one theme that rose to the top was the need to strengthen student resiliency. So in response, we created the GRIT grants, which stands for Growth, Resiliency, Integrity, and Tenacity. These grants are designed to empower schools with resources to support schools' social, emotional well-being, encourage perseverance, and help them bounce back from challenges both inside and outside the classroom. We're thrilled to share that that 8 schools applied, and together we awarded over $26,000 in GRIT grants, funding these ideas across our district. These projects will fund everything from positive behavior initiatives and attendance incentives to programs that build character, motivation, and culture of belonging. And a special thank you to Ms. Ramirez for joining us during our check presentations. It was awesome to have you with awarding our school teams. Next, we're gearing up for our two of our signature foundation events. One is on November 14th, where we'll host the Flagler School's College and Career Fair at the Palm Coast Community Center, connecting students with post-secondary schools, local employers, and career pathways that align with their passions and future goals. And then on November 15th, it's time for our 15th annual Josh Cruz Creative Writing Project Gala, which this year's theme is Once Upon a Quill, a Fairy Tale Night. And we can't wait to see everyone dressed up as their favorite fairy tale characters. The tickets are now on sale, and proceeds go directly back into our school's creative writing programs. And finally, 2 more upcoming initiatives is we will be out and about tomorrow and Thursday providing our Beaver Toyota matching grants that will provide classroom funding directly to our educators for innovative projects. It's going to be an exciting 2 days. And our senior scholarship information nights will take place on November 12th at Matanzas High School and November 13th at FPC with students and their parents to discuss the application platform that will open November 17th for all graduating seniors. So be on the lookout for that if you have a senior. There's so much momentum happening in Flagler schools, and the education is very proud to partner in this work. So thank you for your continued support and allowing us to share how we're building Flagler's future, one student, one teacher, and one school at a time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so now we're going to go on to Art in the Capitol, and we have Jeff Reeves and a guest as well.
Good evening, Board, Chairman Furry, Superintendent Moore. I have with Ms. Kaiser. She was an art teacher for our student, and just want to share a little bit about what Art in the Capitol is. Art in the Capitol has been with us since 2016. The Florida Legislature has honored the arts when establishing the Arts in the Capitol project. It has a rich history of celebrating young artists from around the state and participating in grades 6 through 8. And creating unique artistic work, and it's wonderful examples of the creativity and inspiration of our students. Each district selects from a variety of works and images to submit to their local representative. Flagler is no exception to that. We received several pieces of student art to determine which one will receive that honor to be displayed at the Capitol for the upcoming legislative session. For the 2025 session, Flagler School selected Aiden Shendon, an 8th grade student from Buddy Taylor Middle School. His work was entitled Dinosaur Still Life. And Ms. Kaiser's here, she was his teacher during that time. And we'll once again be making our selection for this honor in the upcoming weeks and have it ready for Representative Grego for the upcoming 2026 session starting January 13th. So thank you so much for this opportunity to recognize the arts.
Thank you.
He also received, which we'll be delivering to him, a certificate signed by Chancellor Ted Roush and Manny Diaz, Commissioner.
Okay, well, let's get a picture.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so that leads us now to 3.04, and this is 3 grant partnerships strengthening adult education at FTC, and we have Renee Swaggerty. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, Superintendent Moore, Chair Furry, and school board members. I'm incredibly proud to be here today to present this wonderful news. Flagler Technical College has been awarded 3 significant grants totaling $20,000, all dedicated to advancing literacy education for our community through our adult general education programs at Flagler Technical College. These awards are a testament to the vital work of our team is doing, and the strong partnerships that we're building to benefit our adult learners here in Flagler County. First, we received a $5,000 literacy grant award from the Florida Literacy Coalition, generously sponsored by Wells Fargo. This grant will be pivotal in enhancing our financial literacy education program. It's all about empowering our students and their families with the essential money management skills that they need to build a foundation for financial stability and for future growth. Second, we were awarded $5,000 through a health literacy grant, again this year from Florida Literacy Coalition, and this time sponsored by Florida Blue. This funding is crucial for improving health literacy, equipping our community members to make informed healthcare decisions and to navigate complex health information efficiently, a vital skill for every family's well-being. And finally, we are thrilled to receive $10,000 grant from the Dollar General Literacy Foundation. This substantial award will support our comprehensive literacy programs at their core, allowing us to expand the educational opportunities that we can offer to all of our adult learners here in Flagler County. Together, these grants represent a significant investment in our students and our entire community. This $20,000 allows Flagler Technical College to expand critical programming across 3 key areas that directly impact daily life for our students and their families: financial security, personal health, and foundational adult education. We're deeply grateful to the Florida Literacy Coalition, Wells Fargo, Florida Blue, and the Dollar General Literacy Foundation. Their confidence in FTC's mission and their unwavering commitment to literacy education are what make this possible. We're also deeply appreciative for the district's continued support and commitment to adult learning and recognition of its importance to our community in education and economy. This win is for our students, it's a win for our family, win for Flagler County. Flagler Technical College helps move Flagler forward.
Thank you, Ms. Swaggerty. Great news there. Okay, so that concludes our spotlights for today. And now we are moving to public comment, our second public comment. This is for any item on or off the agenda. Is there anybody signed up for public comment?
Yes, we have 2 people signed up for public comments. Our first person is Major Matt Weber, speaking on the Marine Corps recruiting.
Welcome, Major.
Superintendent Moore, Chair Furry, members of the board, members of our student school board, and members of the community, good evening. My name is Major Matt Weber. I am the commanding officer of the Marine Corps recruiting station that covers northern Florida and southern Georgia, so about 73 different school districts. I'm here this evening with Captain Juan Movia Diago. He is our executive officer and our high school relations manager. And I'd like to first thank you all for your time this evening. My objective today is simply to just thank you all for what you do for our students and highlight some of the great accomplishments of the students coming out of the Flagler school system. So in the past year, 24 young men and women have made the admirable decision to earn the title of United States Marine and have shipped off to recruit training. As of this morning, we have another 5 that are enlisted from your school district that are ready to head off to recruit training here in the next few months. We also offer paths to becoming a Marine officer through our officer selection teams, as well as through the Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps Scholarship Program. So in the past 3 years, in our area of operations, we've offered $4.7 million worth of scholarships to students on their path to becoming a Marine officer. Incredible program. I've been personally blessed by it. Graduating from the University of Pennsylvania in 2015 through the program. Cannot speak highly enough of that scholarship. We've had a few stellar applicants to that scholarship from Flagler County Schools over the past few years. Fortunately, we have not had a selectee out of there, but we hope to have somebody selected this year out of the school district. To close, I am deeply impressed with the character and maturity of the young men and women that I meet every single day coming out of Flagler schools. I run into a lot of young folks across the state of Florida and Georgia in the line of my work. Always impressed coming down to this part of the state. And I thank you all for that, because I know that is built on the foundational education they receive through your school system that is supported by your dedication to those young men and women. So thank you.
Thank you for your comments and your service. Next.
Our next comment is from Ron Long, and he's speaking on Fleet, Florida Local Education Health Trust.
Good evening, Board Chair, Superintendent. I'm Ron Long, and I wanted to say that before we move forward with the new Florida Educators Health Trust, the Fleet program as it's being affectionately referred to, I think we need to slow down and we need to ask some questions, because even though most of the counties have jumped on board with this, it doesn't really mean that we should blindly follow suit. The program, formerly known as FSHIP, comes with some real concerns that we can't afford to overlook. First, the financial stability. A recent report from Florida Tax Watch warned that the State Employee Health Insurance Trust Fund could face a $1.7 billion shortfall over the next few years. That's not a small number, and the solution being floated is, of course, higher contributions from employees and from the districts. And the modest 10% increase is already being circled in some areas. Then there's the cost of families. While the individual coverage may look reasonable on paper, $70 to $150 per month, family premiums are being described as astronomical. For educators with a spouse and children, that could reach up to $1,400 a month. That's over $16,000 a year coming out of their pockets and not going into savings. And speaking of retirement savings, with lower salaries and increasing health care costs, many teachers are already struggling to make ends meet once they leave the classroom, and adding this uncertainty of health care certainly only makes matters worse. Next, there's coverage limitations. The cheaper plans come with higher out-of-pocket expenses, and the larger, more complete plans, of course, have higher premiums. The dental and vision coverages are very minimal. One person even referred to the vision plan as worthless. Some of the educators are saying the coverage just simply is not worth the price. And finally, oversight and governance. This transition from FSHIP to Fleet was supposed to fix problems, giving the districts a lot more control of what's going on. But districts are still struggling. They're still seeing higher claims. They're still seeing financial strains, and even having to cancel local contracts because of some of these costs. So before we rush into this program, simply because everybody else did it, let's take a breath, let's do our homework, and let's make sure this truly benefits our educators and our taxpayers, because honestly, to me, it looks like the same bureaucratic gas guzzler, just with a fresh muffler and new paint. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your comments. Do we have any other comment?
We have no further public comments.
Okay. Then we will close public comment, and that leads us to board member requests. Are there any board member requests this evening? No? Okay, so we'll move on. The closing comments. Ms. Ramirez? Oh, I'm sorry, school board, student school board members.
Good evening, Chair, Superintendent, and School Board. First, I'd like to thank you for allowing me this time to speak on behalf of all FPC students. FPC has continued to have a great year, and I would like to acknowledge with pride the following clubs, sports, and organizations. Unfortunately, the Creekside Festival was canceled, but the photo contest was still judged. The winners of 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th place were all Flagler District students. The students were the following in respective order: Isabella Consino, Jordan Carnelli, Braden Rowe, Annabelle Murray, and Abigail Minder. Congratulations to all of them. Clubs at FPC came together on October 5th to volunteer for the annual Pink 5K in support of breast cancer awareness. FPC IB also volunteered in support of the MS Foundation on October 5th. FFA's forestry team placed second in a district competition, so big congratulations to them. For the 22nd year in a row, FPC's band played fantastic at our MPA, receiving an overall superior. On October 4th, FPC's JROTC Raider team placed first in the co-ed division at the West Nasir Raider meet. As well as AFROTC had their annual Kitty Hawk Air Society. Senior Cadet Colonel Alana Hoya states, the Kitty Hawk Foundation Society was founded on not only excellence in education, but being an outstanding leader in and out of school. The inductees show a pursuit of growth in all areas and will be a part of various educational events like tutoring to help give back to our core and school. Big congratulations to them. Vetting Assisting is teaming up with Spanish students to throw a quinceañera for one of their animals. Vetting Assisting is throwing a event called Fall on the Farm, in which students are creating a farm animal adventure. As for our sports, at 5-star, our FPC boys and girls teams placed 4th overall for swim. Matilda Noble won 2 bronze medals, Alexandra Rucco won 2 silver medals, and Emma Gilbert won a gold medal. Gold medalists also include Stella Guama, Emma Gilbert, Jade Harid, and Matilda Noble. Bronze medalists include Noah Ronzotto, Kyla Polatsky, Ellis Ronzo, and Alexander Runick. A big congratulations to our senior swimmers, Mallory Blackburn, Matilda Noble, and Violet Ronan-Sipi. On October 11th, Ariana Slaughter, our FPC track and field star, moved to the second of all-time runners at FPC, surpassing Kelly Walker and Jada Williams. Anna Gregoric moved from 24th overall to 5th all-time with a massive PR of 9:04. Aubrey Bowman moved to 20th overall. On the boys' side, Owen Stackpole and Mateo Amilda joined the sub-17 club, moving into places 28 and 29 of all-time spots. Women's bowling made it to first at districts and are moving on to states tomorrow. On October 7th, FPC football beat an undefeated Yulee with a 42-14. On the following day, FPC safely enjoyed our HOCO, which was only possible through the dedication of our staffalty and incredible work of our SGA. Big congratulations to HOCO President Queen and King, Cashman Gordon, SGA President, and wrestler Michael Fries. Friday night is our senior night for football, band, starlets, cheerleaders, managers, and student aides. So huge congratulations to all of them who make our football year an incredible year. On October 22nd, students stood up for bullying prevention, all wearing orange at FPC. The national organization Bring Change to Mind was also showing support in the bullying prevention by spreading awareness on October 22nd with their Be Kind sign. And tomorrow, students will team up against drug prevention wearing red as a pledge to be drug-free. Bulldog Pride is being displayed in many ways. FPC is involved in our community sports clubs. I'd like to thank all our coaches, faculty, and staff, club organizers, security team on behalf of FPC. And once again, thank you. I hope you all have a great evening.
Ms. Muldoon.
Thank you, Olivia. As this meeting comes to a close, I'd like to take a moment to highlight some of the great things going on at Matanzas High School. Last Thursday, Matanzas hosted its inaugural ACE Diploma presentation ceremony. At this event, the 49 students who earned their ACE diplomas this school year were recognized for their efforts, received their official ACE diploma, and were gifted a personalized yard sign. As a student who personally attended this event, I would like to thank all of the ACE teachers who showed up to support the seniors, as well as Aaron Davis and the ACE Club for making this such a memorable night for our students. Congratulations to our pirate athletes on their recent achievements. MHS swim team had their senior night on the 17th. Both the boys and girls won their meets. Cross country had their pre-states meet at FSU over the weekend. More than 4 people broke their personal records, and our very own Peyton Sarasi placed 15th in the elite race and broke her personal record as well. The Lady Pirate Bowlers won 2nd place at districts and will be cheering them on at states. Pirates have talent. Last Friday, our very own Band of Pirates received all superiors at their Florida Bandmasters Marching Music Performance Assessments for their Les Mis halftime show. They have earned 10 years of overall superiors and 4 years of straight superiors. Theater recently had a successful show entitled Exhibit This. Additionally, Matanzas Blue Steel is performing at the Daytona 500 on February 15th. The Student Government Association's great efforts have paid off at our MHS GlowCo homecoming on October 11th. Additionally, SGA is currently hosting a haunted halls event where students will come to see the decorated halls as a haunted house. October is National Principals Month. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize Mr. Rinaldi and everything he does for Matanzas High School. When I asked some of our fellow pirates what they loved about Mr. Rinaldi, just some of the responses I got included, he's a great leader, he cares about the students, and he immerses himself in the school events. On behalf of Matanzas High School and our student body, thank you for your support, and I look forward to the rest of our collaboration this school year.
Thank you.
Well done. And I wanted to congratulate both Ava and Olivia. I was able to participate in the FPC IB pinning that Olivia was at, and then Ava with her ACE presentation. So they were both wonderful. So congratulations to both of you. It's nice to see you, and you're representing us very well. So thank you. And of course, thank you for the Belterra Elementary for coming for their presentation. And Ms. Moore, thank you for having students involved in our meetings. I think it's really great for them to come and see and be a part of Flagler Schools and these meetings. So I love it. And I know you said that you're going to try and strive for that, and you've been doing it. So thank you. It's really nice to see them. And you'll be seeing a lot with our teachers, rookies, and employees of the year. So all of our campuses have been promoting the winners lately, so keep your eyes out for that. I believe every day I've been seeing them pop up, so make sure you are checking out their social medias, the email blast that they send out, or if you go into a campus, you may see their picture posted somewhere coming up. So thank you for all the teachers, rookies, and employees of the years, but of course every instructor and staff member is doing just fantastic. So thank you all. Looking forward to seeing all the new winners coming up. And our Education Foundation has been working really hard. The GRIT grants that they talked about earlier, it is very impressive how much work is put behind the scenes, but not only from the Ed Foundation, but the educators, whether they're faculty, staff that are requesting grant money. So if you're an educator, staff member, and there is a special project that you may have been thinking about or looking into doing, but funding isn't exactly there, reach out to the Ed Foundation, because there are many, many, many opportunities, and you just have to apply. You never know. And tomorrow they'll be giving out more grant money. So very excited that we have these opportunities in Flagler Schools, and I hope everyone has a wonderful week and a happy rest of this week and all the celebrations going on. Thank you.
All right, I know it's been a long day. I'm just gonna say that my thoughts and prayers are just with Jamaica right now. My husband still has family there, so that's just been in the back of my mind today. This is gonna be a life-changing event for them, so my prayers just go out to them. Other than that, I'm just very proud of everything going on in our district. Old Kings, congratulations. My kids were there, I think, 7 years or so, so very proud of y'all. And like Ms. Ramirez said, seeing our kids involved, it's just the great part of being a part of this community. So it's exciting to see all the nice things going on, and I'm happy the weather is changing. Everybody have a good night. Thanks.
Yes, lots of great things happening all around the district. Just really brings a smile to my face. And just we've got Okies in the room. We got to just say congratulations again. So proud of you guys. And, today we had a long day. I want to thank staff. We had extra meetings today that took a lot of extra effort to make that happen today, and they really went above and beyond to help us get through that today. So I want to thank them and Superintendent Moore and our legal departments as well for us. And some of the work that was done there will also be able to be used in future meetings like that also. So we're investing in the future every time we're doing this type of thing. And yes, thoughts and prayers for Jamaica and all the Caribbean. Ironically, I have family in Jamaica also. So we're hoping for the best for them and for the rest of those that are in the path of the storm, wherever they are. And that is all I have for this evening. Superintendent Moore?
Good evening. Happy 55th day of school. Yes, 55 days in, and it's so exciting. And guess what's so special about today?
Tell me.
It's the only 55th day of this school year. And so we are always talking about what day it is. And I always like to share this. It's not because we're counting to the end of something, but we're really identifying each day as its own special opportunity for us to do great things for students. And so today was the 55th day of school, and I cannot wait for the 56th day of school, where we'll have another opportunity to do great things for our students. Just want to highlight some events that are going to be happening. Being last is great because I can just check off all the things that you guys take care of for me before getting to me. I want to just inform the community that on November 4th, I will be participating in the Future Flagler Forum. This is a chamber event that will be held at Palm Coast United Methodist Church from 11:30 to 1:30. It's a great opportunity for me to showcase the great things that are happening within Flagler schools. And so I look forward to seeing our community there, part of that event. On November 11th, our school district will be participating in the Veterans Day Parade. We have so many different schools and groups that are going to be participating in that, and we cannot wait to really be a part of that. Over the course of this month, we'll also be highlighting our veterans from the community, but the veterans that work for Flagler Schools by recognizing them throughout the month. And so we're very proud of all of the veterans that are a part of Flagler Schools, and we look forward to recognizing them this month. On November 14th, we will be having the College and Career Fair. It's Friday, November 14th. The morning will be for Flagler Schools, but the afternoon from 12:30 to 3 p.m. will be an opportunities for families, opportunity for our community, opportunities for our private schools, our homeschool families to come and engage in the career fair that we have established for our students within Flagler Schools. So we invite the community to come and be a part of that. You can go onto the website to get more information. It also was a part of the presentation that the Flagler Education Foundation did today. So again, for the community, it's from 12:30 to 3 p.m. In the morning, it will be for our upperclassmen within our schools. We talk about Diploma Plus, and I just want to highlight yet again our Trails Cafe, and it's not yet open to the public, but we have students that are part of our Trails Cafe that they've opened this amazing cafe in the engagement center where these students are, they are operating the cafe from beginning to end. It's such a beautiful space. And so when we say Diploma Plus, for us, we are talking about all of our students. And this Trails Cafe is an opportunity for us to give some of our students with disabilities an opportunity to get their plus as well. And so it's a beautiful cafe. And I'm hoping that on November 11th for the Veterans Day Parade, you'll get an opportunity to get a glimpse of it. This is me planting a seed to our staff to find a way to get to yes so that community can see this cafe on that day. I want to just take an opportunity just to remind us of our guiding principles, remind us of what we're working towards each and every day here in Flagler Schools. And so I'll end my time with reading our vision as well as our guiding principles. So as a courageous, innovative leader in education, Flagler Schools will be the nation's premier learning organization where all students graduate as socially responsible citizens with the skills necessary to reach their maximum potential. And for our guiding principles, children first, trust and respect for all, empower others, teamwork, excellence, quality, and consistency, commitment to individual needs, and then my favorite is get to yes within a well-defined system so we can continue to say yes. Happy 55th day of school. Can't wait to see you guys on the 56th day of school. Have a great night.
This meeting is adjourned.